My name is Daniel O'Connor. I'm the Honorary Colonel of the Black Watch Royal Highland Regiment of Canada from Montreal. The Black Watch is a very special regiment, being a Highland regiment with its incredible traditions. And I should mention that the Black Watch of Canada obtained its name from the Black Watch of Scotland. The Black Watch of Scotland was formed in 1742 and had an illustrious history of battle, combat, successes, enforcement around the world for the British government. As part of our successes during the First World War, coincidentally, the Black Watch of Canada, which had existed for many decades by that point, but had not really been tested in battle. But we were certainly tested in battle in the First World War and succeeded extremely well, suffered a lot of casualties. But the Canadians, both within the Black Watch and in our other regiments in Canada, became known as very good soldiers, very good fighters, and Canada came of age. And in particular, where we were yesterday on Vimy Ridge, with the Battle for Vimy Ridge, which the 1st Canadian Corps took. Within 2nd Division of the Corps were 3 battalions of Black Watch soldiers in taking Vimy Ridge. And so the taking of Vimy Ridge became kind of a badge of honor for Canada and to a large degree a badge of honor for the regiment as well. So the First World War was of great significance for the country and for the regiment. And here we are in Mons, which is the most interesting part of the story. The war, in a certain sense, began in 1914 in this town when the Germans invaded and fought the British Army. And the war got underway in 1914, and it's quite a coincidence that the war actually ended in 1918, also in Mons, at least from the Canadian perspective. So in the same town, and Canada liberating the city of Mons, Belgium, from the Germans on the last day of the war, on November 11th, 1918. I have had pretty much a lifetime of experience as a soldier, some of it regular, some of it part-time, and I consider myself a soldier. To be here and to walk the same paths that some of our soldiers did 100 years ago in incredible conflict, indescribable difficulty, suffering, but to walk the same paths and to visualize or attempt to visualize what they went through at Vimy and at Hill 70, where we also were yesterday, is just an incredible experience, looking at it through the eyes of a peacetime soldier and wondering how things must have been for the soldiers in combat at that time. Horrible circumstances, and yet they persevered. It inspires one with a sense of the human will and the capabilities of soldiers under fire in times of stress. That, to me, is a wonderment and an inspiration as a soldier myself. What I found most inspiring and what sticks in my memory are the shell holes on Vimy Ridge as an indication, 100 years later, an indication of what our soldiers went through at that time. You could not get out of your trench. You could not move without expecting that you're going to be hit by a shell, it would seem to me. And that level and degree of fear and concern, virtually 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for much of the time, from what I understand, is just incredible to think that they lived through that. And then to go through the trenches, and again, to try to visualize how they lived, what they felt, what concerns they had, so totally different from what we enjoy today in our freedoms that they paid the price to win.